Well, the
Did he
radar
tackle?
says the heavy stuff still a few hours away, but snow is
Oh,
falling
Lord,
as
it's
we near
snowing. I lost
kickoff
this
at
game.
Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the New England Patriots. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This one taken from the center.
I'm broadcasting.
And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
All I'm gonna do is change my quarterback to a black.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so
Did my
far,
stream post in the
that
league?
continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers. You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On the ground, Michel. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage
Y'all
back
niggas,
near the 40 at the 39.
y'all acting different.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
This is outrageous.
You got catfished? Oh no!
On play action, they'll throw. Finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about
You just got catfished last week, though.
And that was a good
You
start
sleep.
getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they
All right,
did
bro.
there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. To Michel on the dump off. And he'll be a
I didn't even
couple
see that
yards
nigga
shy
right
of the
there.
red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just
I wonder if
a yard
every
on the
game
first
between the
down
Browns and the
carry,
Ravens
so it's
still is a
2nd
rain
and
game.
9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll set up to throw. His throw
This
caught at about
nigga
the
is not
5.
acting.
First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line.
Not on it no more.
2nd and goal.
I'm not on there no more, so I don't know.
91 throw power, 80 speed.
They'll give it to him up the middle.
All right, bro. Had this nigga stopped in the backfield and he scores.
Zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will...
I gotta take my fucking wide receiver from kick return. Oh wait, I still didn't do the shit. Oh, so you want a cookie, bitch?
Be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, that play certainly felt like what I call a tendency breaker. 1st and 10, they dial up a draw play.
No, what about the pants and the underwear, though?
Credit to the defense. They weren't fooled at all and really finished off the play.
Hello?
So the opening play of the drive goes
That bitch said I got on a
backwards.
shirt
Now
and
they'll
some
come up on
socks.
2nd and 12. Now back to throw. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins
I can't
a
even see
little
my
bit,
fucking players.
but this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean hands,
And we'll leave.
and they'll have a better chance to win again this week.
How,
12
Sway?
yards on the return that time. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. So the
building
Patriots
for the future,
coming
future.
out now. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. the gun. They'll look to throw. They'll check this one down to Michel. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Lucky 56, Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39, Green, 39.
They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left.
Oh, they let me jump. Get the fuck out of here. I hate when they do that dumb shit.
Down near the 30-yard line.
Fucking right there.
A gain of 19 and picking up the first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
On the handoff, it's Michel. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
All right, now, Lucky 56, Lucky 56.
Boy.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Alex Anzalone in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
I want my whole offensive line superstar development. Fuck you mean? Now, why? Say less.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. He was looking for Gronk that time. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback
Not the smoke,
like this
smoke.
before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Shut your bitch ass up.
And it moves the chains. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
What?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
He said he gave me a hug and ate my gummy
Just a
worms.
yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion.
Bro, this
And
nigga
that
just
makes it
randomly
2nd and
added me
9.
to Madden by nature. Who's man?
Let's go. 3-19.
He'll drop to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation,
I can't believe this
the
nigga just
defense
randomly
was
added me
effective, able
something.
to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here
This
defensively.
nigga Lou funny as shit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Oh, I'm gonna miss this field goal. I
He
can't kick field
lost
goals
2,
in the
and
snow.
it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs.
Yeah, I missed that
But the
bitch.
dust
And he
backs
blocked
him.
it.
Oh, they get to
How
the
about that?
football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
I know it looks easy to a lot of people when you're kicking the ball. I mean, it looks pretty simple, right? Snap, put it down, kick it. But playing in the snow, that can throw off your timing just a bit, and that can wreak havoc, as we just saw there.
Well, it throws off the timing, and I just think it's an extra advantage for the team that's coming in to block it because they've got a hold on the offensive side, and, of course, the kicker and holder and snapper, they've got a lot to deal with.
What can't be underestimated is the person catching the ball, the holder, and putting it down. You're talking about cold hands, snowy weather, ball can get slippery on you. It's a lot of extra pressure on that person.
And they're able to get it down, but a nice job to get in and block it.
Detroit! Detroit!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. They'll drop to throw. And he couldn't
catch it?
hang on
Oh, no,
to
he
it
dropped
through
it.
the contact.
I was about to say.
Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think
Jay
so.
Hill.
I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Oh, then the spin. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Gun! 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 Gun!
They start the drive on the ground.
Bro, block
Kamara.
that fucking
And
D
he went
in.
nowhere. He'll lose
Fuck.
yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Gone! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 22.
Lamar Jackson just got another pick.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And that one results in 35 yards. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier.
Oh, I missed it.
And Lutz puts this one through. So we've reached halftime here at... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They give them a gain of 38. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On the ground, Kamara. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be a third and about 13. They'll set up a throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Again, it's Michel. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. On target over the middle to Hill. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen.
Of course, Tariq Cohen can break it, but fucking Alvin Kamara out here getting stuffed and shit.
And he's finally down at the 21-yard
Same fucking
line.
run plays.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
And And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to fight his way forward here.
Everybody get positive yards except for Kamara,
Give
bro.
him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On second down, Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Second and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play,
5 down line
3rd
and
and
1
goal.
DB over there. You gotta break this shit, Kamara.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara shedding the tackle.
Oh!
Continuing to fight for more. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some
Nah, I
that
don't
don't want to kick it
sleep
because
till
they may have that kicker, but
like 11, 12 o'clock.
get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown. But no, absolutely not.
I can
Run that
operate
field
as long as I
goal
get at
out
least
there,
4 hours of sleep.
kick it.
I'll be
You
fine.
got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back on your defense.
This one taken from the 7. Pushing his way through. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Nigga Lou said, leave
Well, we
me
had a number of good
alone.
games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And it's Michel once again. And fights through one man. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Bruh, this shit don't make no sense. Got this nigga stuffed in the backfield every
nice
time.
Chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Just bouncing around, bouncing around.
101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, oh no, he lost the football.
Pick up the fucking ball.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been 2 ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble. They've got good starting field
3
position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Back to throw now on 1st down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
Nah, I should be, though.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
I heard Chris was the big dog over there.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Just good luck on the big dogs in the NFC South, pussy.
But yet you losing the division. I missed the fucking kick.
Because I'm getting fake ass force sins, motherfucker.
I ain't trying to hear that shit, bro.
It's a rare 2-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
I need to talk shit earlier. I need to talk shit like Scotty ain't good, so.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
What?
Detroit!
You's a bitch.
Huh?
Over!
Yes.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Lamar Jackson with another pick.
44. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula's not working. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30.
Say it ain't so.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. As it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The Saints on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
What?
Again, this is Kamara. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
That's really good.
Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be